Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Dad's Expensive Hobby.
What's up?
Today we're taking a look at the Storm Arena Yujiro Hanma from the Son of Ogre Baki show. I really like that show, and this figure has been a little controversial this year with Storm Arena kind of making a lot of waves in the action figure business with the high quality figures that they have, and this one ended up releasing before Baki, but I'm excited, and they make a high quality figure and I expect a lot from this one. So let's just get started with his package. Right here, it's like a smaller version of a typical Storm Collectibles package. Nice picture of Yujiro right here. The window, they could have made the window a little bit bigger in my opinion, shown us a little bit more, but you do get to see a lot there. Nice image of the figure right there on the side, and on the back there's tons of action photos right there. I really like that. But that's enough about this package. Let's get him out of the package and take a closer look at him. Okay, first impressions, I really like what I see. He looks awesome, but let's address the elephant in the room. Yeah, he's probably a little bit too small. My opinion, let's get that out of the way. He's probably a little bit too short, but let's find out how tall he actually is really quick. To the top of his head, he is right at 6¼ inches, which would make the whole figure not quite 16 centimeters. 16 centimeters is what I'll go ahead and say. But he looks super duper good. Is he small? Yeah, probably. But let's stand him next to some other figures and see where he fits in. All right, first up, we got him next to some other Storm Arena figures, the Street Fighter Alpha 3 Ken and Ryu. And yes, our fears are confirmed. He is a little too small.
Surprise.
He is, but they still all look really awesome. I know he's supposed to be 6'3", 6'5", depending on the source material, and they're both 5'9", but I still think they look pretty good. Here, let's stand him next to his kid, the Storm Collectibles Baki right there, and I think that looks pretty awesome as far as the quality and stuff. Of course, they're different sized, but man, they look really good. And I want to stand him next to himself, the naked version of himself from Storm Collectibles, and that looks really awesome as well. The skin tone's a little different, but man, do they look really good. And they followed those sculpts really well. And lastly, I want to stand him next to an SH Figuarts Goku, because I have heard from some people that this might actually be, they're supposed to be scaled with the SH Figuarts, and to glance at this, I would buy that. Where Goku's 5'9", he's supposed to be 6'3", 6'5", that height difference might actually work. You tell me down in the comments. Hey, real quick, if you like what we're doing here on the channel, be sure and give this video a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or if you're not new and you just haven't subscribed yet, do that, and click on that new hype feature. I'd like to see what that does for the video. Now for accessories, he gets a nice spread of stuff, especially for a $30 figure. He comes with 2 head sculpts. He comes with like a serious face that's on him in the package, and he also has like a teeth gritting, kind of maniacal grinning face, and I like it a lot. He also gets 6 hands with this release. He comes with 2 fist hands on him in the package, and they look pretty good. He gets 2 wide open hands, and of course I like the sculpt on those, and he gets 2 kind of style pose hands as well, which is a new feature, and I like that a lot. And let's not forget about his clear acrylic stand that all the Storm Arena figures come with. I like it a lot. Overall, you cannot beat Storm Arena's accessory pack. As for aesthetic, well, as you can tell, he looks pretty freaking awesome. Size aside, we're going to go ahead and ignore that and just pay attention to what we actually have in hand. He looks really awesome. I love the shape of him. He's not, the character himself in the show is all bubbly and huge and jacked and shit with a really small waist and exaggerated arms, chest, shoulder, and back. And this guy has that in spades. But let's start at his head. His hair looks really good. I love the black wash in it. I think it looks great. The face looks really good, nice and chiseled and kind of sunken in and lean like in the show. His musculature is awesome. Those shoulders are crazy. His pecs are really huge. If you can see the big chest butt he's got right there, he looks really awesome. Arms are really big. I like that, just like they're supposed to be. On the back here, you can see a hint of like the demon back that he has through the shirt, and that looks really awesome. They have him caked up to the extreme right there. Kim Kardashian absolutely is green with envy. The sculpt of the pants looks really good. I like his little feet, his little slippers or whatever that he wears. They look good. That's not, nothing, not big, some big feat of engineering or anything, but it looks really good. Got a nice matte finish all over him. He's not shiny. He looks good. Not a lot of paint, because then again, he's just a guy in a black, outfit. But the paint around the sleeves of the arms and the belt right here, this is painted and it looks good. And there's some paint on the feet and it looks good. The musculature, I can't tell if it's the skin tone or if there is like some really faint shading. If there is, it looks really good, and if there isn't, it still looks really good, so I'm cool with it either way. But yeah, just aesthetically, he looks really good. I know a lot of people had a problem with this, with the little ab crunch right there. It never bothered me. I'm not somebody that was, was going to bother. I know it bothered some people. They left it in. I know they took it out of Sagat, but that's a completely different figure. I don't know if they left it in Baki. I don't have him in hand yet, and I try to not watch too many of other people's videos to not get any spoilers. But I think he looks really nice. All right, let's check out how he moves. Storm Arenas, they all have neck joints, so let's see if his head and neck work well together. It will lean forward pretty good. You can tuck that chin right down into his chest butt. Now, the head, it's not going to look up for you because of the hair sculpt, but that is a character design, not a problem with something Storm Arena or Storm Collectibles did themselves. That's just the way the character's made, and he's got really tall shoulders. So you're going to be able to move the neck around and the head some, but because of those tall traps, and the way his neck and head are done, the head comes off really easy. It is on a double ball peg in there, which I like.
Thank you.
But it's a very short double ball peg, if you see that. So it makes the head come off sometimes a little unintentionally. It's not like you're breaking or anything, but you just need to be mindful when you move it around. His shoulders, they will come up to 90, so I like that. To be honest, I'd like to have seen a little bit more range, but that's not too bad. Full 360, of course. He has a butterfly in here. That does work, brings the arm across him very nicely, but you are getting some gapping right there.
Holy Jesus.
Unfortunately, with shoulders that work pretty good, you probably will get gap, and you definitely get it there. Not that big of a deal. Just either don't move it that much or don't look back there. But, it works really good, brings the shoulder up and down and rotates all around. Anything you're looking to do, it does it really well. Bicep swivel, that works just fine. I like it. Double jointed elbow. You're going to get barely past 90, but he's got a gigantic bicep right there, so it's kind of in the way. Elbow itself doesn't look too bad. The wrists are ball hinges as normal, so you're going to get your rotation, of course, and any of your little twists and any kind of stuff that you want to do. Now, here in the abdomen, this has been a source of contention for people because of that ab crunch. But this diaphragm break right here, you're going to get a little bit out of it on its own and some twist and tilted stuff and stuff. Not a big bunch forward or back, but when you incorporate that ab crunch, he's going to lean forward and back anything that you're looking for. And there's also on a ball peg in there, so that's where all your waist and twist, and more tilt and stuff's going to come from. So I really, really like the articulation right there in the waist. Now his legs, great split action, absolutely no problem whatsoever. These hips are a drop down, so that's what they look like when they're fully up. You can drop them down and really kick that leg up right there. That's pretty darn good. I have zero complaints. This is soft through here, sort of. His booty's all caked up, but it's also firm, but like the outside diaper part of it's soft, so that leg's going to kick back really good for you. You will get a little bit of gap, but nothing horrific. Thigh swivel, that works pretty darn good. Double jointed knee, tons of range. The proportions are a little bit long on the lower leg, but that's the way the character's kind of drawn, so I will allow it. That's not my favorite looking knee ever, that very exaggerated kind of spacing right there, but it still looks, it's acceptable enough because it's an all black leg, so it's not that big of a deal. No real ankle pivot or swivel or whatever, but the ankle is a ball hinge, so it'll go down like that, up like that, and you'll get a little bit of ankle rocker out of it. Not a big bunch, to be quite honest with you. And he has a toe hinge that actually isn't the worst toe hinge I've ever seen. Not the best, not the worst, and no peg holes in the bottoms of the feet. So articulation wise, I like it. There are a couple of things that maybe slow it down a little bit, like the head, not being able to move the head too much just because of the way they've done that double ball peg. That's not even like a character design thing. They could have done that double ball peg better. But the legs are great. The abdomen and stuff, when it works all together, does pretty good. And the shoulders are good enough. All right, final thoughts on Yujiro Hanma here. Storm Arena delivered another banger for the most part. This is a really good figure. I mean, a $30 price point for this with, 2 heads, 6 hands, and a stand. Great sculpt work, nice paint work, and just in articulation out the yin-yang. This is a very good figure. Yes, the size, for some people, I can see that interfering with their enjoyment of the figure. I am not personally somebody that's going to bother too bad. I'm not a super big stickler for scale. But this figure is really darn good. Overall, objectively, he might not be quite as good as Ken or Ryu.
Shut up, bitch!
Just being honest, I mean, I'd have to put him in 3rd place thus far as like the original figures, not those, event exclusives that Ryu and Ken have, just the figure themselves. I'd still have to put him in 3rd place because of that, but he looks really, really awesome, and I'm going to give this figure an A-. Highly recommend him. Get your freaking hands on him. These Storm Arena figures, once they sell out, they will sell out, and you're going to be paying crazy, crazy, crazy prices for them on the aftermarket. Anyways, like, subscribe, hype the video, and check out that video that YouTube just suggested for you. It thinks you'll like it. Anyways, this is Dad with Dad's Expensive Hobby, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.